Hello and welcome back. And this today is the official launch of Brain Unchained. We've already spoken early with Tosin about when he mentored me through the book. We're going to be speaking a bit later on with Matthew about how he inspired me with the book, and he's going to talk about his journey a little. But in the meantime, Brain Unchained, we've got a lot of events going over on in Facebook today in the group. So you can either find a link below, depending on where you're finding this video, or you can find all of the events of the day and the links on kreeve.co.uk. And Tosin earlier also mentioned how we walked through the structuring of the book, and then he passed me on to the publishers, which I have with me now is my amazing publisher who works so tirelessly up to Christmas, bless her, Labosshy. Hi, and thank you for joining me.
Hi, Kay. Thank you so much for having me. And super congratulations on becoming a published author.
Thank you. I know it's here. It's actually physical. I can get my hands on it at last.
That's it. Doesn't it look amazing? It really
It
does, doesn't it?
does. Yeah.
Get your hands on it, guys.
I know. Look at that. It's in we got it in tandem on this video. This is lovely.
Yeah.
Have your copy. Oh, brilliant. And it's just so amazing because for 5 years I was walking around with all of this in my head. And that's where it was, all in here. And it's like now I can finally move forward because it's all here because you've put so much effort in to help me. You
No,
have. And
seriously, at the end of the day, when Tossin approached me about you saying, okay, I've got a client here who's really interested about getting her book published. And when we got that Zoom call and you told me about the concept of the book, I was overwhelmed. I was like, that's it. I need to get her book published for sure. Like literally DVG Star need to be her publishers purely because the concept of the book was so good.
thank
And
you.
the timing was so good as well, especially the time in which you release your book. I know a lot of teenagers, it'll be so helpful for them, and especially to parents as well, because a lot of parents don't really know how to deal with it. And your book, it really does help. So especially it's a unique concept. No
Yeah.
one I know has done this concept, and it really is unique, guys. You really need your hands on this book, and especially I think Kay's got it here as well, the wheel on the top
Yeah.
and on her book. So you have to get it to actually understand more about it, about the emotional awareness as well. So yeah, Kay, you've done a fantastic job, and I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And yes, it's that unique part. It was a really strange moment for me when I came up, like you said, with the little logo up there. And I thought, do you know what? This is actually a way to teach the emotional cycle and emotional awareness with a visual concept. Because it's like, how do you teach a child or a teenager? How do you teach a child time? Because time is a concept, but it's made visible to teach them by putting it on a clock. And there are other things in life which are concepts. And when I had a teenager who was struggling to learn concepts because you can't see them, like how am I going to teach him how to manage his own emotions? I was at my wit's end. And I really didn't know from day to day whether I was going to get phone calls from the police, phone calls from the undertakers and say, oh, your son's not coming home. He was in a bad way. And he was at 19 years old, still even struggling some days to even tell the day of the week. He was struggling with so many things. He couldn't tell what time of the day it was. Time had no concept with him, it just hadn't connected. And it's like the whole of life had just disconnected from him. Like, how can I get him back where he needs to be? How can I actually get him to understand emotions? And it just kind of came to it just over time, just talking to him about it with the colours, it came to me that this is the human emotional cycle. And I then went to look it up and I Googled it. I went on Wikipedia, I went all the different platforms, I searched everywhere online over a long time. There is nothing out there that teaches the emotional awareness or the emotional cycle as a visible concept. I'm like,
That's it.
oh my God, why me? I've now got that in my head. What am I going to do with it? Because I can't keep that to myself. And that's been a 5 year journey now to get this far because there was so much more to learn. Just recognizing that pattern meant I then had to learn so much about it. But it just takes all of the effort out of it for everybody else. It's now here in a book.
That's
You
it.
don't have to rack your brain for hours and hours on end and struggle and test things out and go and watch hundreds of hours of YouTube videos and watch the news and listen to people and listen to radio and try and make it all fit. It's here. It's here to help you. So yeah,
That's it.
thank you.
Because you're so passionate about the topic, that's why it played so well. You
Mm.
know what? When you actually came to DVG Star Publishing with your book, you'd already had a lot of content. You've already put it together. It was there. It's just a matter of piecing it all together. And that's what we did, right? We pieced it all together. Literally within a month, you had the book published. So
Yes.
it was hard work for you as well, especially with the proofreading
Oh yeah,
and
that was
getting
tough.
the edits back and putting it all together. But you had the idea in your head in terms of you knew what you wanted for your front cover, you knew what content to use, and you knew what target audience. That's the main thing
Yeah.
with any book. You need to know your target audience. If you don't know that, and if you don't know why you're writing a book, it's not worth writing a book. So you always need to know your why, the purpose behind writing a book,
Yeah.
and who your target audience are. They're the
Yeah.
key three things, and you knew that. And from the start, from the beginning to the end, you were focused. I remember I would get, like, if
Blinkered.
I sent you the edited version within the next 2 days, you would have proofed it and you would have sent it back. A lot of people would take forever. They say, oh no, it's taking me longer. But you were on fire. You said, okay, that's it. This is my deadline. I'm going to get it done. And you did it. And that's it. A lot of people, the reason why they think it takes years and years to get a book out is purely because they don't have a goal, they don't have a deadline. If you're pushed, if you know a specific date in which you want to release your book, write it down and aim to get it done. So that is your goal. You're going to get it out, and you did it. So within a month, you release your book and you managed to get it illustrated.
And an illustration was done before I'd even actually finished writing it because
Exactly.
you
But
said
that's
you
that's
have
another
started.
thing. You don't need to have all the content written up before doing things. It's about piecing it together. You just have to do things all at the same time, and it'll
Yes,
just together.
there was a lot happening at the same time, but we got
Yeah.
it here. It's here, and
But
it was amazing.
the
It was
title, I
amazing.
was very impressed with the title. So
Oh,
hats
that's
off to your son there for saying that's it. And it really did. It came together, especially with the image, the title, it all came together.
if I bring it in as actually for people I haven't shown this that close up. There's all words around the outside here,
Ah,
and this was actually Tosin's idea because Matthew came up with the title. I instantly, within about an hour, thought, right, I now know what I want on the illustration.
yeah,
And I spoke to Tosin, and Tosin said, I've just had a look at Rebecca's website and I love all those tags that she does on things. How about putting tags around the chain? So we
yeah,
all had a bit of input on it,
yeah.
but the tags have all got emotions in them. And each
It's
of
great.
those
It's like the
tags
chains.
is actually located around the emotions according to where you will learn about them in the book. So they're all, once you've read the book, you'll understand why each of them is where it is. But yeah,
Exactly. And you can
that,
see even on the back cover, Kay's actually, we've added a bit where it says, if you can see it,
oh, the free bit.
downloadable free worksheets. So basically, she's
Yeah.
going to have worksheets that you can actually download from her website, aren't you, Kay? So
I am going to, and I'm hoping by the time we're saying this, they're up there because we're pre-recording. And yeah, fingers crossed. That means I've got another deadline by the 19th. Well, today should be the 19th when you're hearing this, but from when we're recording it, by the 19th, these should be on the website. If not, they will be out shortly afterwards. But the
even
reason for
so,
that
you'll
is,
still get that content. That's the important thing. You'll go through
yeah,
the book. There's exercises for you to do as well. So, you just have to get the book to understand it and go through it and then give us your feedback. That's it.
can't get the right way. Yeah, so basically, wherever there's exercise sheets in here, we understand if you get in the Kindle version, it's going to be a bit hard to fill them in. So what I'm going to do is, if you've got the Kindle version, I'm going to do the downloadable worksheets. So they'll be available on the website, and if they're not there on the launch date, they will be there soon after. So just bear with us and keep an eye on the website. Come and sign up over there, and we'll let you know as soon as they're out. Or actually, I might even do them through the Facebook group as well, so that you can get them off the website. But then what I might also do is do some little workshops over time throughout the Facebook group.
That's a good
So
idea.
just come and join in the group anyway. The main thing is come and join in the group, because that's where it's all going to be happening. That's going to be my center of focus. That's where I'm going to connect with you. I'm here for you, here to help you. And I tell you what, it's been so great to have you here for me through this process. It's been amazing. And
It's been amazing working with you, Kate, because we've learnt a lot as well from our authors. We're always learning. So we learned a lot from you as well. So it has been an amazing journey. It was a cool 1 month, wasn't it? Just before the lead up to Christmas, we were determined to get it out, and we managed it. So that was fantastic. And the best part is it is in color and in black and white as well. So for people who
yes,
want it in black and white, you can have it in black and white. But those
yep,
people who really want it in
colour,
color, the color one does look fantastic because you can actually refer to the wheel throughout the book.
yep.
So at
The
the
colour
start of
one
each
is in,
chapter, that's
I'll
it.
get the right one in a minute. That
Got
colour.
her key things there. So it'll help you as well. I think the color one is really nice.
And then in
Um,
the black and white, as you're saying. But if you got the black and white one with all the diagrams in like this, it's just to show you the representation of the one on the back here. So we've put it on the back cover so that it makes sense what you've got in the book. So we just showed you the other one all the way through. They'll be in black and white, but it's basically the cheaper version of it, but with this one for reference. So yeah, absolutely. Thought of you. We've thought of you all the way, whether it's your pocket, whether it's easier on the eye, whether you want a luxury book, whether you want to save money, whether you want to give it as a gift. If you want to give it as a gift, go for the full colour. It's amazing. So no, thank you. And like I say, Kindle as well. There are going to be some special offers on from time to time, not just this week, but time to time. So again, come and join us in the Facebook group and make sure you don't miss out on these special offers, whether that is workshops, whether that is extra worksheets to help, maybe some extra exercises I might throw in. Because believe me, this book, I really restrained myself to keep this to 245 pages. I
yeah.
remember the phrase that Labosshy used frequently throughout the process. It's a bit of a chunky book.
Given she hasn't actually stepped back, she's given you everything in the book, so she's gone all out, and
Yeah,
I think that really well. So
thank
the
you.
content is very valuable. So
Lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for all of your help. And to everybody else, we will see you over in the group on the website kreeve.co.uk for the events of the day, everything that's going on, or for catching up afterwards. Brain Unchained, the gift of freedom.
go and get them. So that's it.
Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.